Hello.
Hi,
Hola. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm happy right now. A long time on in Kinsie. My pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
We know you're for a year, but you're already here in the program. Let's begin.
Okay.
Okay? The one point, well, on this occasion, I have to let you know that I question your verbal consent from the right your image and audio from the interview. Do you give me authorization?
Yes, I give you authorization.
Excellent. With that said, the Mundo de Softball y Baseball program made introduction and the present today interaction is American player Kinsiehebler. Welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Glad to hear your hair fusion on the Mundo de Softball y Baseball is free to eat the program with all the people with IOSL interview. So remember, press button you like. Well to into Kinsie. This is
Three, two, one.
Play ball.
play ball. Okay, so far so good, Kinsie. We know how Kinsiehebler. Where are you from? You tell us.
I'm from Cypress, Texas, which is in the Houston area. I went to Cypher High School and then I graduated and went to college around Dallas, Texas in commerce at Texas A&M University of Commerce.
Okay, this is very important information. Do you have meme that defeat the contact with the softball, Kinsie?
Yes. So my first time playing softball is not very typical. My mother actually literally dragged me to the sign up table and said, "You are going to play softball and you're gonna like it." And so that's how I started playing. But once I started out on the field, I after my first season, I was like, "Mom, I'm gonna do this and I want to be here so that everybody can see me play and everybody can watch me and stuff." And yeah, so that first season I just basically I runs and everything, but and then I told my mom, I was like, I want to do something better. I want to do something more. So,
That's true. That's true. Kinsie, how do you opportunity arrive for you play an Spanish softball league?
so in college, I met my friend Ushua Rego, who, as you probably know her, is from Spain, and we became really close. And I think one day I was just like, how cool, because she was talking about playing in Spain. I was like, how cool if I could like go over there and play with you and stuff. And she was like, okay, like let's try to do it. And I was just like, okay, like I guess so. And so she did a lot of research and a lot of like contacting people to try to get me to play over there. And so she was kind of the reason that I went over there in the beginning and stuff. She helped me a lot through the process. So
The grand contact, the great thing for Ushua.
yes.
This pausa in the interview. Greet the people that connect. You are liking interview. Remember, press button. We're resuming interaction and connect with the follow question, Kinsie. That third moment, where are you? Action is woman in the softball Spain. Do you leave it?
The softball in Spain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my first action. Okay. So the first time that I played in Spain, well, I guess the first practice, I'll start there. I was super nervous. I saw so many people around, and they were all kind of looking at me because I'm very tall and I have hair, and they were just, but they were so welcoming. They were so great, and but I do remember very, very, very nervous, and like I couldn't understand anything because everyone was speaking Spanish, and I had just gotten there, but and then first time playing actual game over there, I was also again very,
Yeah.
but I was just like, I've done this before and I can do this here. I can do it in Spain and stuff. So the first time playing in Spain though, it was such a cool experience. It was so much fun and yeah, I highly recommend. But yes, great experience.
Great experience. You lead and participate on the softball Spanish league. Your personal studies as the player and the Spanish league highlight your good season. I have to read her. At bat, you have average 316 average. A 19 at bat, you connect 6 hits and 1 home run. Your pitching started area. What? 166 era. In 25 innings, you struck out 31 opposing player. What is the format? What do you have obtained this great result, Kinsie?
So with softball, I think that it's a sport that needs a lot of strength, a lot of aspects of hitting. And so I've always had a very a fairly intense gym routine and stuff. I've always been into weightlifting and working out and everything. So when I was in Spain, I actually didn't have a gym membership whenever I first got there, but I felt like my hits were kind of going a little bit less far. So I was like, you know what? I need to get back into the gym and get a gym membership. And thank you to the family that was hosting me, and they helped me get a gym membership there. I just think that that's a very important part of my sport. And
Yeah.
thank you, like being in like pitching shape is a completely different thing than being in kind of other shape. So a lot of reps in the bullpen. I try to get in a lot of reps we practiced, and like different forms of pitching, like long toss or like spin work is really important as well. So things, but yes.
When your family is happy, who do you Kinsie?
Yes, my family, they have been so supportive through this whole thing. I remember whenever Ushu and I found out or like decided that I was going to go over there, I had told a couple of people, but I told my mom, and then I told my dad, and I called my dad one day and I was like, Dad, I think I want to go play softball in Spain.
Yeah.
And his first things was just like, okay. And I was like, anything else? And he's just like, no, if that's what you want to do, like go do it. And the other people that I told before him, they were all kind of asking a lot of questions. They were like, why do you want to go to Spain? Like, how are you going to get there? And like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And like, just having my dad be like, okay, like if that's what you want, I'm going to support it. I think that it's a great idea. Like, it really gave me like a lot of security in what I was doing. And it really like actually follow through and end up going to Spain. And then my mom as well, she was, me and her are best friends, so she was kind of like, you're going really far. And I was like, yeah, but she was very supportive. And she was like, but whenever I was there and I had games, she was the one that was waking up at 2 a.m. just to watch me play. And I was like, Mom, like you can watch this later on YouTube. And she was like, no, I'm going to watch my daughter play softball, and I'm going to do it in live so that I can like be there for you and stuff. So shout out to her, because she watched all my games at like 2 a.m. in the morning and then went to work at like 6 in the morning. I was just like, okay. She was very,
We'll say, we'll say.
yeah.
Kinsie, what message do you convey to the future generation to want to play to softball in the world?
I guess the main thing is to keep playing. Like the reason that I have this opportunity to play is because Ushua and Carla Segura over Spain and the whole Vilada Guns team. The reason that I had that opportunity is because they kept playing and because they kept that team alive. And it works the same everywhere. Like Kat Osterman, who's a very famous softball player, she has the message of like, she's giving basically the opportunity of younger athletes to play because she played for so long. And I think that's just a good thing. Like this sport that still is not as big as I would like it to be, But I think that the main thing that we need is to keep playing and keep improving and to try to be the best softball that we can.
Okay, congratulations for the message. We will reach the final part. You interview Kinsie. Your last message. The screens are you. Go ahead.
Well, thank you first for having me here. It's been great. I enjoyed doing this. And also, shout out to the Segura family in Spain. I love y'all and I miss y'all. And the entire Vilaticans team, I love y'all. Y'all gave me such a great experience while I was there. And yeah, thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much. Kinsie, is possible to 2022 in Spain you play?
I guess anything's possible, but I don't know yet. But anything's possible, so maybe.
Okay, that's right. Good information to the team of Spain. Pay attention. That's right. It's possible. Okay. Okay, Kinsie. See you later. Thank you so much for the interview. Go ahead. Buenas vibras. Puedes hablar español si quieres. Adelante. Go ahead.
No, estoy nerviosa. No, but thank you again for having me. But
Thank you so much.